Have you ever encountered people who argue with absolute conviction but speak total nonsense? They are loud, convinced of their own righteousness, yet completely wrong. Psychology suggests this isn't just simple arrogance. It can be a clear indicator of low intelligence. In this video, we will break down the scientifically backed signs of a low IQ. Let's dive in. Sign 1. Blind confidence. The first sign is excessive confidence without actual understanding, often known as the Dunning-Kruger Effect. This happens when someone watches 2 videos on investing and immediately tries to lecture experts. The logic is simple. The less a person knows, the more confidently they speak. They literally don't understand how much they don't know. It's like a blind spot. They can't see it, but it's there. They speak loudly and persuasively, but behind their words there is only emptiness. They don't need logic or arguments when they can just raise their voice. Sign 2. Intellectual stagnation. The second sign is a lack of curiosity and a refusal to learn. An intelligent person looks at the world with the eyes of a child, interested in everything, from how the economy works to why the sky is blue. A person with a low IQ, however, says, "I don't need to know that." New ideas frighten them, and books make them yawn. For them, learning is a threat to their ego. Admitting they have something to learn means admitting they didn't know something, and that's too painful. It's easier to stay in the cozy swamp of the familiar. Sign 3. Rigid binary thinking. Third is black and white thinking. For these people, the world is a chessboard, only black or white. You're either a genius or an idiot, a friend or an enemy. There are no shades of gray. Psychologists call this cognitive rigidity. Their brain simply lacks flexibility. Complex situations and differing viewpoints cause a short circuit. It's much easier to divide the world into right and wrong and live in peace. Mental flexibility requires effort, and they're not interested in doing the work. Sign 4. Explosive emotional reactions. Fourth is poor emotional control. Research confirms that a low IQ often comes paired with low emotional intelligence. Such a person is like a powder keg. The slightest spark sets them off. They get offended in a second, angry for no reason, or shout at a cashier over a long line. Intelligent people follow a pattern: pause, analyze, then respond. For others, it's an immediate reaction. Scream first, think later. Controlling emotions is a skill that some simply cannot access. Sign 5. The blame game. The fifth sign is constantly blaming others, what psychologists call an external locus of control. Simply put, everyone is at fault except for them. The boss is mean, the government is bad, the weather failed, or the stars weren't aligned. They truly believe that life happens to them, rather than being shaped by their own actions. Taking responsibility for their own failures is never an option. Why find a solution when you can just find someone to blame? It's the comfortable position of a victim, but victims rarely achieve success. Sign 6. Rejection of different perspectives. Sixth is the inability to accept another person's opinion. For someone with a low IQ, disagreement feels like a personal insult. If you say a movie was bad, they think you hate them. Arguments turn into wars because they take a critique of an idea as an attack on their personality. Healthy debate requires logic and the ability to listen, which takes significant cognitive effort. It's easier to take offense, slam the door, or block someone on social media. To them, that feels like a guaranteed victory. In the end, a low IQ isn't about bad grades or the absence of a degree. It's about how the mind functions. One can have 3 higher educations and still be that person in the comments. The scariest part is that most will never know the truth about themselves. It's a trap. The lower the intelligence, the less one sees their own flaws. The brain simply won't let them look in the mirror. But if you've watched until this point, you can breathe a sigh of relief. You're likely not in that category. Give us a like if you're smarter than you think. Subscribe if you want to grow even further, and leave a comment if you have something to say. See you in the next video.